Stacy, the Yankees have a logjam as far as their minor league system is concerned in the middle infield. And one of those pieces is Trey Sweeney, a guy that does not get enough talk when it comes to just talking about Yankees baseball. Trey Sweeney, who, full disclosure, I watched and covered in college summer ball in 2020 while he was in the Coastal Plain League. And that was like when his career took off, was during that summer. He is swinging it well right now. I had a really good week against the Altoona Curve. Had a massive go-ahead homer on Sunday in the 7th inning, a 2-run shot that gave the Somerset Patriots the lead. He also homered on Saturday night. Big week against Altoona, as I said, 6-game set, went 9 for 26, 3 bombs, 4 runs, and 8 driven in. And I wanted to use this as a springboard, Stace. We do this on occasion on Miners Monday, where we talk about this kind of like what the Yankees' future plans might be. And this is one aspect where I really feel they need to figure it out. And they kind of need to figure it out relatively soon, if not this season, if not within the next month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the Yankees going to do with all these shortstops, right? It looks like Sweeney might eventually move to third. I like him at third more than short, especially considering the strength up the middle in the Yankees system. But what would you do, Stace, with all these shortstops? You got Volpe, you got Oswald Peraza. You can even throw Oswaldo Cabrera into that conversation if you wanted to, and Trey Sweeney. That's 4 potentially legit major league shortstops once their careers really start going. What would you do with them right now?
This is a tough one because I feel like it's hard to say that you want to bring someone up like the Peraza thing. Like I would love for Peraza to come up. But the only place I can see him right now would be third because they're not going to send Volpe down. Because I feel like Glaber, everyone jokes about how they want to trade Glaber and they should trade Glaber, but right now he's one of the only people hitting on the team. And I don't think they want to do that. In the distant future, I mean, would I love to see Volpe Peraza up the middle? Yes, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. I feel like with Cabrera, the reason the Yankees were having him play so many positions was probably because of this logjam. And they figured, all right, let's see if he could do other stuff. And he can play the outfield. It's so annoying that they have 4 legitimate guys in that one position when you need guys in other positions. You know what I mean? Like, It just feels like there's too many. I don't know what the Yankees are doing with.
I mean, it's great to have shortstops. It's always great because in theory, the most athletic player on the field.
Yeah.
They, in theory, can play multiple infield positions, if up to 3, right? Potentially 4 if you really wanted them to play first base. That's potential, but that's not typically a regular move.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can always move someone to third. You can always move someone to second. But I can't really foresee a future where Sweeney, Cabrera, Peraza, Volpe are on the Yankees.
Oh, right. All on the Yankees. Right. Yeah. No,
I can't.
I don't see it
just
either.
Can't foresee that.
Mm-mm.
So if you had to move one of them, Stace, which I think this kind of broadens to a larger topic that we'll probably get into tomorrow with our trade talk. Hit subscribe so you don't miss that. But I think if the Yankees are in this season, which right now I don't know, I think they're at an inflection point with that.
Yeah.
If they're in this season and they want to go in and get a piece, clearly one of these guys is gonna be a piece to move to get something bigger. And in that, I'm saying Peraza or Sweeney. Volpe, they do not want to move.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be Peraza. I really do.
And Peraza's way closer.
Yeah.
Sweeney's 2 years away, 3 years away, maybe.
Yeah. But it just annoys me because they kept Peraza, they kept Volpe. They made the trade that they made last year with all the pitchers and stuff. They didn't make certain trades because they didn't want to attach those guys into the trades. And I just feel bad that Peraza is the odd man out, or so it seems.
Yeah, I think if they don't move them, they are looking to the future. If they move one of them for a guy who has like 2 years or a year, they're clearly all in this season, which again, I don't know if is smart to be all in this season, just considering how rocky it's been. But hey, let us know in the comment section. We asked you guys at the beginning of the season who you would move, who would you keep, and you all were vast majority were in favor of Volpe staying and Peraza leaving. I'm curious if that has changed. We're going to talk about Oswald Peraza here in just a second. Stays on Miners Monday. We always like to talk about the top performers of the week. Of course, we did that with Trey Sweeney, but I also like to get my unranked guys. You got a soft spot for the unranked guys. And I want to talk about another unranked guy, TJ Rumfield, the Somerset Patriots this week. I've been watching this guy here for the last couple seasons. He hasn't been swinging great this season, but the pop, when it's there, man, it is something. Last week and a half to midway last week, homered in 5 straight games. 6 straight hits were home runs from TJ Rumfield. Before that stretch, he had 7 home runs on the season.
Wow.
Crazy. So TJ Rumfield, he's my unranked pick of the week. I love him. I love the grittiness of unranked guys. They're not getting the love, but you're on Locked On Yankees. We're here to give them the love. Don't forget, TJ Rumfield was acquired in a trade back in November of 2021. So prior to the 22 season, which of course is when he started getting on my radar, and now we're keeping an eye on him. So TJ Rumfield, another guy, just one of those unranked guys that are trying to sneak their way in. Your Aaron Polenskis of the world. Love watching it. Love seeing these guys succeed. Stacey, I wanted to have another quick conversation. We've talked about Florial this season. We had a whole conversation on why he hasn't been called up. He is smoking hot. And like earlier than he was last season, he hit a stride roughly around this time. It was late June into early July. So he's a couple weeks ahead of that track from last season. He had a 14-game hit streak that ended on June 8th. Then he started an 8-gamer on June 10th, so just 2 days later. He had a 35-game on-base streak snapped on Sunday, which heartbreaking. He ended up going 0 for 5. He was the last out of the game on Sunday. So the big thing with Florial is the strikeout rate, right?
Right.
It is still 30 to 31%. That has been the case throughout his AAA career. That is the case this season. It's like 30.8 or 30.9 or something like that. So it's right on par with what he has done. That strikeout rate is almost identical to Jake Bauers and Kyle Higashioka in the majors right now. So that's where we kind of get to, do you want, you're going to get the strikeouts. That's there.
Yeah.
Is as I like to say, the juice worth the squeeze? Stacey, the juice worth the squeeze right now for you with Florial?
I feel like it is. They have to do something. They have to inject something into the lineup. I mean, everyone's striking out. I mean, Jake Bauers swung at a pitch at his shoe tops by Bayo on Sunday night, and I was just like, "What? That ball was never a strike. Why are you swinging at that?" Yeah. So, when people complain about all the strikeouts, I'm like, everyone else is striking out just almost as much. Like,
Well, he is. It's higher. It is higher.
Yeah.
And 30% is nothing to sniff at. Like sure. It's like 9 to 10 points higher than the team average on the Yankees. So it is a fault. And to be fair, it's not getting better.
Right.
Like it's not like, oh, he's
that just might be his.
That's just how he is. It's just how he is.
Like Adam Dunn. Was it Adam Dunn that struck out? Who struck out a lot and hit a lot of home runs? Was Adam Dunn? Wasn't he like a 3 outcome player?
Josh Hamilton.
Guys like that. Yeah. Because I feel like Florial, yes, he strikes out a lot, but like you need to give him a chance and play him more so you can see some of the pop that he has, because it's just, there's no life in this team right now. They need something to happen to give them a little bit of life.
If you're thinking of calling up Peraza, right now he's in a cold spell. He's striking out a 14.9% rate, which is good. He's having a good season overall. He was incredible in May, and he has been cold here in the month of June. But of his 9 hits in June, 4 of them were gone for extra bases. So when he does hit it, he's hitting it hard. It's just not falling realistically for him. The Yankees are pretty much in a bind as far as trying to get these guys to the majors. Cabrera's likely to be the move once Bader comes back on Tuesday. And after that, you have to DFA somebody, which I don't think the Yankees are going to want to do for Peraza or Florial at this point. So it's very tough right now because there are just no position player options at the major league level. There just isn't. And yes, the Yankees need to do something, but they don't want to lose people.
Right.
That's a problem. too with injuries is you're going to have to lose Jake Bauers, or at least potentially, because they got to go on waivers. You could potentially lose Willie Calhoun. You can lose Billy McKinney, and those are tough pills to swallow when guys inevitably get hurt. So what do you think? Should they get called up? Should they just take a flyer and say, you know what, put Bauers on waivers and say a prayer? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section. Hey, thanks so much for checking out Miners Monday. Here on Locked On Yankees, we do this every single Monday where we check out the top performers in the Yankees system throughout this entire season. Of course, if you're new here, we also do regular Yankees coverage Monday through Friday. Every single day, we have Yankees coverage here on Locked On Yankees. So hit subscribe if you like content like this, and you'll always be able to hang out with Stacy and myself.